Oh, goody.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another Marvel Snap video. So today we have some more data mined information, and this is a pretty big one, as it is going to help you decide which weeks you want to be saving your Spotlight caches for. If you don't know, the best way to use Spotlight caches is to hoard them until you have 4 of them, so that way you can guarantee get what you want. Maybe you get it on the first one or the second one. You can stop opening, save the rest for later, but sometimes it might take all 4. So I think it's very, very important under this new economy to be planning out when you want to be opening your releases, and the only way to plan it out is to know what's coming. And fortunately, data mines are here to help us out. So we did get some official information from the developers about which cards are releasing which week. However, now with the data mines, we can see which Spotlight variants are releasing for the cards as well. And we get a look at some more upcoming card releases during the August season. So let's dive right into it. Here we can see the current week, which is Jean Grey, Null, and Living Tribunal. As usual, if you already own one of these cards, in the first batch of 4 for your Spotlight, you will have the variant in there. So for example, I owned these 3 cards, so when I opened my Spotlight boxes, I got the variants right away instead of them being in the following batch of 4 if I didn't own the card. So I think this is actually the best week personally, at least if you're interested in Jean Grey. I think this is the best week to go for this month, and if you have interest in the other cards coming out this month, maybe get them with tokens. But we can see here some more. So we have the week of July 18th. We have Echo, Iron Lad, and Kang. I know a lot of people have been wanting to pick up Iron Lad. This is also a lore win because Iron Lad is a younger variant of Kang, fun fact. And we can see the variants here, pretty cool, but not really worth it to me, as I already have good variants for these characters. And though I think Echo is a strong card, I don't think it's strong right now, though it might be eventually. But hey, by then it might be in another Spotlight week, or it might drop in series, so I wouldn't rush to get that one right away. As we continue on, we can see Legion, High Evo, and Darkhawk. I think this week is going to be pretty popular for people. Legion's actually a card I've seen a lot of people excited about. High Evolutionary, very, very strong. Even with the recent nerfs, I still think this is a very strong card. And obviously Darkhawk. I think most people who are waiting on him already picked him up, but if for some reason you haven't and you didn't cave in the 3 times value bundle, this might be the one for you. Or maybe you just want to go for one of these variants, which are all looking pretty cool. Again, I'm going to hold out. Maybe I'll pick up Legion with tokens. We'll see. But that's what it's looking like for the week of the 25th. Then we have the 1st of August is containing Mirage, Thanos, and Master Mold. So I think Mirage is one of the cards that people are a bit more excited about in terms of Series 4 releases. I'll probably be picking this one up with tokens because I don't really value the other variants super highly, even though the Mirage variant admittedly does look very, very good. But if you've been looking for Thanos or Master Mold or really hyped about Mirage, this might be the week for you. Then the 8th of August, we have Galactus, Nimrod, and Spider-Ham. So Galactus getting his Kim Jacinto variant. I know a lot of people are big fans of the art, myself included, so I definitely see some people going for that. They're still enjoying the Galactus. Nimrod, which wasn't as popular when it came out, but it's been buffed, and Destroy is seeing a bit of resurgence. We also have some more Destroy relevant cards coming down later on in the pipeline, so Nimrod might be worth picking up if you like the Destroy archetype. And then Spider-Ham has been very, very powerful, and really, really love that Rian Gonzalez art. So if you're looking for these cards, might want to keep your eye out for the week of August 8th. Then we have the week of the 15th is a Lady Deathstrike, MODOK, and Stature. So it seems like they try and pair these with cards that are kind of relevant to similar archetypes. Here we can see MODOK and Stature, both are relevant to discard things, even though you don't really run them in the same deck. They're both kind of on theme, same with Galactus and Nimrod. Kind of interesting. Neat variants, really like that Stature one, but I am not the hugest fan of Lady Deathstrike. Maybe eventually she'll be better, but I don't think that card's going to be good right away. However, I do know some people have been really wanting a way to counter Dracula, and I guess this finally gives it to you. That's going to be the week of August 15th. Then August 22nd, we have X-23, Nebula, and Silk. This seems like a pretty solid week to me. I think X-23 has a lot of potential in the Destroy archetype, Nebula is still really, really strong, seeing a little bit less play right now due to the popularity of Bounce, but I have a feeling Bounce is going to end up getting hit with the nerf bat well before this actually comes out, or this Spotlight week is featured. So I imagine Nebula ends up being very good again. And then Silk, I think, is kind of an underrated 2-drop. It's one of those ones where a lot of people didn't pick it up because 6k tokens is a lot. But if you like the other things on offer in this week, maybe you didn't get the Nebula Season Pass and you want to get her, you like X23, this seems like a good week, and I really, really like the variants in this week. The Nebula is great, the Silk's great, the X23 is great, just very good week all around in my opinion. This is the one I'm going to be saving for though. This is the week of August 29th, Silver Samurai, Kitty Pryde, and Spider-Man 2099. Silver Samurai, I think, looks incredibly powerful, also really good with the Season Pass card, Dakin coming out that month. And generally going to be good with the Stature decks, as it gives us another way outside of Black Bolt to make the opponent discard, which is really the main reason we're running Black Bolt to begin with, to be a Stature enabler. Other than that, Kitty Pryde, very, very powerful. Again, I expect Bounce to get hit well before this releases, but I do not think they're going to totally neuter the card. I think it will still be powerful, and the Wedding Kitty is one that a lot of people, myself included, have thought as the best Kitty variant. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And then 2099, in spite of not being the most impressive card, still a decent card, still a fun card. But the other two are really the ones that are making me more interested in going for this week. And then the final data mined week we have here is the week of September 5th. This one is going to be containing Jeff, Ghost Spider, and Null. We can notice here that I guess this gives us a time frame for how long it takes a card to rotate into the spotlight, as Ghost Spider was the Season Pass card of June, and it gets there, 3 months later in September. So a little bit longer wait. Obviously, you can still buy it with tokens, but tokens are going to be less prevalent. Jeff, this is the first Spotlight week with Jeff, and it is not soon. It's almost 2 months away. So if you've been on the fence about Jeff and you really want to play this card, you should probably get it with tokens, because it does not seem like it's going to be obtainable through the Spotlight cash system until early September, which is a ways away. Then we see Null pop up again. I imagine this is part of the reason they're not doing as many series drops anymore. They're trying to have more cards in the Pool 4 and Pool 5 system, so that way, when they don't have as many repeats offered. We can see, though, it is a different Spotlight variant for Null, though, not the one that is currently on offer. So depending on your preference there, maybe you want to wait for that one, maybe you want to go for this week's. A little sad to see Dan Hip Jeff being locked behind this, as the Dan Hips, for the most part, have usually been kind of cheaper 700 gold variants. So a little sad to see the Dan Hip Jeff locked behind the Spotlight system here. Very cool Venomized Ghost Spider as well, but there are other Venomized versions of her that are not Spotlight. So if you really like that kind of style, there are other things on offer, but overall, if you're looking for Jeff, or you like the move deck, or just missed out on your chance to get Null, seems like a decent week. And that's going to wrap it up for this one. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check this out for yourself, but I do think it's important to be informed and updated on what's releasing when, so you can accurately plan out the release schedule, as that is very much what this new system we have got encourages. So let me know in the comments below which weeks look most appealing to you. Like I mentioned, the Silver Samurai Kitty Pryde week I think is the big one that's speaking to me, but there are some other really cool variants on offer, like the X23 week, but I'm definitely going to be saving up my boxes for these future weeks, as to me personally, I don't find many of the July offers that appealing, so I'm just going to save up my resources and eventually go for some of the other weeks that I think are a bit more appealing to me. And I'd highly recommend everyone else do the same. But yeah, it's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.